Once you've traced everything in oil pastel, we're ready to start painting. I want you to start with the red. Remember to wake it up really gently by brushing over it with water on your paintbrush. Then I want you to fill in each petal at a level 4. So I'm going to show you what that looks like on this first one. I recommend kind of outlining the edges first so that it's easy to not go outside of the lines, and then you can fill in the middle after that. Now let me show you what it would look like to have a petal that is done but not at a level 4. So this one clearly doesn't look as nice as the one next to it, but we can fix that by just outlining the edges and then filling in the center. I'm making sure that I can't see any paper, white paper, inside of my area that I'm painting. So I want you to do this on all of the red leaves or petals first. Now, this is optional, but I kind of want to emphasize or make it really clear that these petals or leaves of our poinsettia have the detail in the center. So I'm going in with a lot of red on my brush and just going over those diagonal lines that we drew in pencil and then traced in oil pastel. Now, when you're done with this, you are ready to wash your brush really well. I like to, in my water cup, pretend that I am painting the bottom of the water cup to get my brush really clean. And then instead of tapping it, I'm always just going to gently push the bristles against the side of the cup so that I'm not spraying anybody else. Now I am waking up the green because I'm going to move on to the green leaves behind my petals. Now these leaves are kind of in between some of my petals, so I'm going to go really slow in that center area so that I'm not accidentally painting over the red. The red is still wet, so I want to give that plenty of time to dry, and I want to make sure that I'm not touching it. After all of your leaves are painted carefully at a level 4, just like our red petals or leaves, we're ready to make the background. So we're going to paint the background blue. You can choose which blue you like. I like the more royal blue rather than the teal. I want everyone to try this, where you first outline the petals that you are painting around before you start filling in the back. This is going to make sure that you have a level 4 painting in the background, and also that you don't accidentally paint on your red and green poinsettia leaves. As you paint, you should start to see your snowflakes and the little circles of snow that you put in the background. If you can't, then maybe we just need a little bit more water on your brush so the paint isn't quite so thick. Also, if you know that you did not draw your snowflakes very dark, you will want to do that again before you start painting. Once you can't paint, it's too late. We could add it next time when it's dry, but if you want it to show through the paint like this, you need to make sure it's already there and nice and dark so it shows through. Then down here at the bottom, I still have some white paper where I did not put a green leaf behind my poinsettia, so I made sure to fill that in with the blue background space as well. If we have extra time today, or if we don't, we'll do this next time, we are going to add a little bit of glitter to the center of our poinsettia. So we'll be using the bottle glue, and you are just going to make a few little drops of glue in the center. I might do about 4 or 5. It really just depends on how much you have space for. You can only do this after no white paper is still showing through your artwork. Then we will pour gold glitter really carefully and slowly over the glue dots. I will shake off the extra, and then what you'll be left with is a few little dots of gold glitter. These will need to go on the drying rack because not only do we have wet paint, but we have wet glue.